so I can see the students. If they have any questions, I can just entertain them while, because here if I share my screen, I can't see any comments or anything, so I have to use two laptops. Mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I will use another laptop for me to see their comments. So let's say you have any message in the private chat, I can read. So this laptop is for sharing. So when I share, the whole thing is my slides only.
All right, madam. I think don't worry about that. Later we will settle all the technical problem. Okay, so
Okay,
we're
I
on
think
live
we just
now.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on live now. Okay. So, hi to everyone watching. Good evening. Welcome to the Fly High with English Malaysian University English Test Muet Speaking Paper Workshop. I'm Wei Ling. I'm your moderator of the day. As the name suggests, this workshop is aimed to let students excel their Muet speaking test with flying colors. For your information, this speaking workshop is initiated by the Academic Bureaus of College Matrikulasi Negeri Sembilan for academic year 2023-2024. Let's first express our gratitude to the bureaus by typing thank you in the chat box. Can I please have a few thank yous first before we carry on?
So I can start.
Yeah, we are starting now.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh,
Madam.
okay. I thought you're going
Yeah,
to give the introduction. Okay, never
I
mind.
will, I
You're
will,
too
I
fast.
will. Yeah. So let me first introduce to you first our guest speaker. As you guys can see just now, our guest speaker for today is Madam Savina. Madam Savina is a very highly accomplished English language educator with the title of Guru Cemerlang Form 6 and Muet English subject at SMK Seri Budiman Gerik. With a wealth of experiences, she surely has many, many, many golden tips and tricks to share with us today. It's our honor to have her in the house. So let us all bid a very warm welcome to our one and only Madam Savina. Everyone, please type welcome.
So nice. Okay.
I will pass on
A
to her.
very joyful moderator, really.
So now we
Okay.
pass
All
the
right.
mic to Madam Savina.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, actually, I let me enter with another laptop so that I can read the comments from the students. Okay. Many comments. Okay. All right. Christina, Aisha, Kai Adams, Vikneshwari, Revati. Okay. Too many. Okay. You can just say hello. You can, whatever did you want to say, just you can write in the chat section. So I have another what is that laptop for me. Okay, all right. So I am Madam Vina. Wei has already introduced me. Okay, so I'm from Pusat Tingkatan 6 SMK Sri Budiman, Greek Perak. Okay, so yeah, my experience in teaching Muet is 16 years only actually. So Wei was telling about me. I like, okay. I only have 16 years of service, but I am guru cemerlang. Guru cemerlang bahasa Inggeris tingkatan 6 lah. Okay, all right. Not many in Malaysia actually, and we also have Medi, right? Madam Medi. Okay, she is also guru cemerlang, right? But for matriculation lah. Okay, all right. So I will just share because actually college matrikulasi Negeri Sembilan every year. Okay, every year I'm giving the techniques of answering for speaking, and I heard they did well as well. Okay, actually the first batch I did. What's his name? I forgot the boy's name. I think he managed to score no, not full marks. He told me that he only have 2 marks to get full marks. I don't know which boy. I couldn't remember. That is the first batch that I started with KMNS. To give them technique of answering every year, and until now I'm giving the technique of answering questions for speaking. So hope you guys can follow. Okay, you just follow whatever that I tell you, because actually 16 years of service and also 16 years of service of an examiner, speaking examiner as well. So I know how, because actually for my school, in my school, the background is really very poor. I mean, my students language, they are very poor in English. So the good students usually they will further their studies in universities in matric. So we only have a few good students, handful students who have A's and B's. So that is why we already know how to handle all these types of levels of students in speaking and also in other skills. Okay, so but I think KMNS, I think all the students are really good in SPM English, or your English. Okay, so doesn't you don't have any problem with your language. Maybe you just need guidance and the techniques, to answer and how to get high band for speaking. That's it. I think that's the important thing, because you guys, you have the language. For me, in my area, even the language, they are very poor, so we have to put 200% of our effort. Okay, so yeah. Okay, let me share the slides here now. So I will start with where is my slide? Okay, with speaking part 1. Okay, 1 minute. I'm having problem with the audio as well. Also shared system audio. Okay, because I have an example as well. Okay, then. Okay. Can you see the slide? Anyone? You just type there in the chat section. Just say yes, madam. Should be fine. In my second lappy, I can see the screen. What about the students? Can you see? Yes, madam. Wailing cool. Okay, thank you. All right. So let me. Okay, Kain, Christina. Okay, Vignesh. Actually, I am from Malacca. I'm teaching here. I'm from Malacca, and I was in Tampin Negeri Sembilan for 30 years. After that, my family moved on to Malacca. But I'm from Malacca actually. Only my school is my house is in Tampin. My school from my primary school and secondary is Sekolah Menengah Jenis Kebangsaan Pulau Sebang, Tampin. Do you know? That's my school. I did my form 1 until form 6. My form 6 I did there. Okay. All right. So you guys are from Negeri Sembilan, right? So that is why every year I will make it a point to help you guys. Okay. So hope you can follow my style. Okay. All right. So and any of your lecturers are here? No, nobody. Yeah. So at least I can just say hi. I don't think Maddie is here. I didn't see Maddie's message. It's okay. I think everybody is very busy. Okay. Slideshow from the beginning. All right. Oh, okay. The music is there. 1 minute. I just take out the music for you. So difficult for me. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So part 1. So this is basically the normal thing. Okay, test takers are you guys. Okay, the students who are sitting for Muet exam. Okay, all right. And to give an this is actually an oral presentations only. Okay, so you have two. Okay, part 1 and part 2. Okay, so candidates, the test takers will be required to perform these two tasks. Okay, I mean part 1 and part 2. 1 minute. Can I write? Can I use the pencil? Wait. Okay, 1 minute. I need the pen. Okay, all right. Okay, part 1. So this is part one. Oh, today I can use. You are very lucky. I had an online lesson on Tuesday. Uh, I couldn't use this pen. Okay, so you are lucky and I can manage to write here on the slide. Okay, so part one, individual presentation based on the written prompt. I think you guys know, right? 2 minutes to prepare the given task and 2 minutes to talk. So previously, for the old syllabus, we have 1 minute for you to read the question and 1 minute for you to ask if you have any question. But for the new syllabus, you don't have that. Okay, so straight away they will start off, the examiners will start off the exam. They will give you the question paper, okay, and they will ask you to prepare for 2 minutes. So that's it. You have 2 minutes for you to read and digest the question actually, and at the same time you have to prepare your mind map to present your viewpoint for 2 minutes. All right. Okay, so you have to do quite fast. Okay, all right, because only 2 minutes, and please don't write the whole essay. Okay, try to use the mind map. Okay, please use your mind map. All right, so and for part one, don't talk more than or don't put forward more than 2 points. Okay, 2 points should be okay, should be fine. Okay, 1 minute for 1 point. Okay, all right, I mean 1 point is for 1 minute. Okay, so you have 2 points for 2 minutes to talk. Okay, so some students, they have vast knowledge, they read and a lot of things, for that particular question or stimulus, and they have a lot of information, but you cannot put in everything in that 2 minutes where you give more than 2 points, and lack of elaboration and lack of examples, but they keep on giving the points only. So you have language, you have ideas, you have the point, but you have many points, but you did not elaborate it, right? So you won't get a higher pen lah. So try to just utilize these 2 minutes to give only 2 points. Okay, 1 minute, so you will have intro. Don't talk too much, you just say that what is your point given. Okay, and your point one, elaboration, examples, and your justification. Okay, I will tell you later, I have the slide. Okay, so 2 minutes to talk. Okay, part two, group discussion. Okay, group discussion will be given 3 minutes to prepare. Okay, so you will have five prompts, meaning that you have 5 points for you to discuss. Okay, and you will be given 8 to 12 minutes to discuss. Okay, here. All right, so time given for group discussion, yeah, this is the one. So for usually 4 candidates, right? Okay, any questions so far? No. Okay, 8 to 12 minutes. So try to use these 12 minutes. Talk whatever that you can. Okay, put forward. Okay, so we will give you marks based on whatever points that you put forward. How do you argue your points? So don't stop early. If you talk until 12 minutes, you have more points to talk, right? You have more points, and we know, okay, this candidate, it's really good. They can use these 12 minutes and they can, argue and give justification, so don't stop early. All right. Okay, so these are the minutes. Okay, topics for the discussion. There are many topics. So these are the examples actually. People and culture, financial awareness and consumerism, science and technology. Science and technology, this technology is very famous. Gadgets, internet, handphones. Okay, health, environment, education, sports, social issue. That is very important. Social issue. Please add. If you have a pen and paper, just add social issues. Okay, if you want my slides, don't worry. I can share with Wei Ling. I can share with Wei Ling. Please do not share anywhere. This is only for you. Okay, I will share with you. Okay, if you feel that, I know you just came back from your lesson, right? Me too. Okay, I had a taklimat just now, so it's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's late. It's quite late actually. You are going to sit for your exam. Okay, 30th of October, right? My students are going to sit for 30th also. We only have 70 plus students. So we only have 2 days lah, 30 and 30th. 30th and 31st. We only have 2 days exam, speaking exam. Okay. All right. Okay. The following skills are emphasized. Okay, yeah. For part one, individual presentation. Okay, you must express your opinions. Okay, give reasons, elaborate. Okay, justify. Okay, summarizing, concluding. It this is actually okay. You might be wondering, justifying, summarizing, conclude. Okay, justify actually for your wait. Do I have the mind map here? Oh, I don't have. I have a mind map here. Mhm. I think that is a different slide. I have many slides. Don't worry, if I get that, I will add that too. I will send to Wailing. Okay, never mind. Okay, so let's say this is your point one, right? So your for your point one, you will have your point, right? For your situation, the given point. This is your given point, So, candidate A. So this is your point. So you have a point for this. So this is what I told you. You have one. Okay, so your point is here. Elaborate. EL. Second is EX example. Then justification. This is the justification. Allah, kedekutnya I wrote here. It's okay. Can you see? Oh, lo, I didn't notice that we have the, what is that? The logo of KMNS, on top. Oh, okay. Never mind. I write here. If you guys have any okay questions, feel free. Okay, this is the control host, I think. She has mentioned something. If you have, never mind. Just straight away you ask. I can read. I have two laptops here. Okay, so okay. This is your point one. Never mind. I'll bring here. So this is your point. Then elaborate, example, and justification. Justify. If you have, okay, I say like this is the elaboration, examples, and I believe that that particular point. Justify. Okay. Secondly, your point. Okay, the second one, your point, elaborate, example, justify once again your this particular point. Okay, and conclusion, summarizing the overall point. The overall point you have here, right? The one overall point. So that is the conclusion, your overall conclusion. So thus I believe that what is that? Very simple. Okay. All right. This is very simple actually, but the thing is, if you follow exactly the sequence, you can do well. Some we do not know, they are very good in language, but I do not know which is that particular candidate's point one and point two, mix up everything. Okay. So here the cohesive devices, the connectors is very important. Okay. All right. So part two. Okay, part two is your group discussion. So part two, express opinions. Yeah. Okay. So for your part one, you express your opinion, you elaborate, you give example. That is your opinion. But for group discussion, reasons, elaborating, justify, infer. Okay, you have to infer, evaluate, conclude. Okay, initiate, prompt. You have to prompt, negotiate, turn taking, interrupting. Everything should be in because this is part two. Okay, you are not talking alone. Okay, this is group discussion because you have marks for all that items. Ayo, where is my? Eh, 1 minute. Haha. I brought. Oh, okay, it's here. The assessment criteria. Later, I will explain to you. I can't show you that, but I can explain to you. Okay. So that is part two. Because part two, you will argue. Because you can't agree with all the points given by your candidates. I mean, your friends. You are discussing. So you like or not, you have to argue. okay, then only you will get the high band for you. You cannot just say I agree with you this, but it's okay, it doesn't matter, you can still agree with them, but you try to give additional point why you are agreeing with that particular candidate. You try to give additional point. If you just say I agree with you and I also feel that this, it's like yeah, you are agreeing, but the thing is, if you add point from that particular candidate, it's really good and you will be in a higher band. Okay, the examiner will put you in a higher band. Okay, all right. Okay, skills required in the speaking, accuracy, how to use language, how to use correct pronunciation, stress and intonation. So this is under language. Okay, you should know this is under language. So language, not only this, you also must have these are the things, language, pronunciation, stress, intonation. Okay, uh, and for okay, sentence structure. Mm, oh, okay. Appropriate. This is fluency, coherence devices, language function, pro functions. Oh, okay. So never mind. I add here. Here I will add one more point, which is sentence. Sentence. Sentence structure. So all of you can speak, all of you, when you read you understand the question, okay, but if you want to get, or if you want you to be in band 5, 4.5 above, okay, 5, 4.5 above, you must have more complex sentences, complex sentences. Okay, you must have more complex sentences, and fluent with some hesitation only. Okay, all right, because in band 5 it is already be, what is that, shows the good control of a range of complex grammatical forms. Okay, it's not only in 5, band 4 and 4.5 already look for complex sentences, but 5 is good. 4.5 and 4, they show satisfactory control of complex sentences. So meaning that they have a few. But band 5, 90% they use complex sentences. Okay, all right. Band 3, definitely they will use just a simple grammatical forms. They won't have any complex sentences. So 3 is usually their typical band 3, who just use simple grammar articles. Okay, all right. Okay, so you should know that. So if you want to get 4 and 4.5 and above, 4 is still you got to use complex sentences, but those who use, they will use like one or two. Band 5, they use all complex sentences. Okay. How to speak with confidence and fluency. Yes, that is your second point. We will see that your fluency. Okay. Appropriacy. How to use appropriate language for the intended purpose and fluency. Okay, you have to choose. Okay, the proper words for the particular situation. How to use a variety of vocab, expressions, and sentence structures. Okay. Coherence and cohesion. Okay, how to develop and organize ideas. Yes, this is your connectors. Okay, you must have your first point. Okay, first point. You must first of all, okay, what is the point? So in addition, moreover, okay, so we know the ideas is that, and we and the examiner knows that that is point one and point two. Usually the good students, they will just talk, and we have to, okay, which is point one, which is point two. Okay, all right, so please try to use appropriate markers and linking words. Okay, all right. Use of language function. Okay, this one is the same one. Okay, managing discussion and minute. Uh, Discussion. So this is P2, part 2, how to manage a discussion. We will have one example later because I heard that we have only two candidates. Okay. I, I cannot click. Okay. All right. Turn take, interrupt are the same thing. Negotiate, maintain, repair, and conclude. Okay. This is for just now I explained this already. Okay, fulfillment of tasks, how to present relevant ideas. Okay, this is ideas, content, and maturity. Yes. Okay. All right. I always tell my students, you are in most of you. I think there are only two of them, two of them who can really give a good example. So the others semua macam budak kecil-kecil je jawapan dia. I mean the examples. Budak-budak, I always scold them. Macam budak-budak because no reading habit. I don't say that they are immature students. No, they are actually not reading. They are not reading. I do not know what about you guys. I think you have your knowledge. You read a lot. I'm not sure. So for this you have to read a lot and you must have a lot of. But my idea, my this is actually that's just a suggestion. Okay, if you are a science students or account or uh, but not only science, right? Matriculation, you also have your other subject. I mean the core subject like account and one more. There are few, right? So you also can use whatever that you studied in your lesson, I mean in your course. You can give as an example, no problem. Okay, but it should be link with your situation. Okay, link with your situation because sometimes the science students, they have the terms, they can use that. Okay, to explain or to give the examples. Okay, the terms are very good. Okay, so if you give such terms and explain, they will put you in high band. Okay, all right. So because usually science students, you want high bands, right? Five and above, right? If you want to do your engineering. Okay, my brother, he was in KM College Matriculasi. What is that? In Johor College Matriculasi Johor. He was there, but now he's in UTM doing mechanical engineering. Okay, but they said for old syllabus. They said for Muet old syllabus. Okay, so you are taking a Muet new syllabus and it is very easy compared to the old syllabus. So I think you guys, I think very easily can get high bands. Okay, only thing is just follow the technique, just follow what the requirement. You have the language, but the thing is when you speak, we do not know which is your point one and which is your point two. Right. So that's the thing. So try to use the linkers to show that this is your first point and this is your second point and this is your elaboration. So for example, for instance, such as, so example, give more examples, not necessarily one. For one point doesn't mean that you have to give only one example. You can give more than one example. That shows that you have a lot of knowledge for that particular question. Okay, all right. Okay, useful expression. There are a lot. I think I give you this. What is that? The slide to you. I think all this you can just read. Very simple. Okay, you can just read. Okay, I think you also have Muet books, right? So they have in that Muet books as well. Very simple. Oh, I was looking for this actually just now. Okay, this is a question, right? Okay, so point one, point two, don't look at point three. I just put here. Okay, so I only want you to give 2 points. Okay, great example can be one, more than one. Okay, all right, justification. Okay, use this. Okay. Mm. Okay. This is actually an example, very simple example for individual presentation. So we can just, hopefully you can hear. Just now I click the audio. Um, Eh? Why it's...
Good morning, everyone.
Can you hear?
So I'll get the ball rolling by saying that I
Can
genuinely
you hear?
think
Just say
the
yes or no.
homeless are the ones who deserve our help the most. Good morning, everyone. So I'll get the ball rolling by saying that I genuinely think the homeless are the ones who deserve our help the most. The first reason being that this faction of society is the most downtrodden and left behind. And secondly, everyone, especially the homeless, deserve a second chance for a new lease of life. I would establish the context by defining that homelessness constitutes a circumstance where a person no longer finds themselves having a roof above their heads to live. So I think that the homeless deserve our help because they are constantly undermined and ostracized by the larger circle of our society for its stigma. For instance, they are more often than not the stereotyped as being someone who has failed in life or possibly being declared bankrupt. Due to this state, they are often sidelined and marginalized by the general public for having nothing to contribute to the nation's economic growth. As a result, having got nothing to lose, there might be a tendency for them to resort to harm's way and run off the rails, like committing petty thefts and grand larceny just to be able to survive on a day to day basis. To enable them to avoid falling into that vicious cycle, I think it is a wise thing to invest a little bit more time and energy to helping the homeless. The second reason why I also believe that the people who are homeless need our help most is purely for the sake of giving them a platform for a second chance, a fresh start to rebuild their lives. Take, for example, in Kuala Lumpur alone, almost 50% of fresh graduates are rendered to living on the streets upon graduation in pursuits of chasing the utopian promise of a good life in the big cities. The failure in meeting and managing expectations due to the demands and pressures of city life may appear too much for them to handle, and this could lead them to seek out other reckless alternatives, such as putting their lives in danger of perpetrating hefty crimes and, God forbid, ending their lives by suicide. Hence, as someone who is in a privileged position to help and contribute, I would pay extra attention, extra consideration by looking into the plight of the homeless and steer them back into the right direction. That's all I've got to say. Thank you for listening.
So, what is your command? What band do you give to this candidate? Anyone? Just write there. You can just write there. What band can you give this particular candidate? And what is your command? Really? Wailing, ah. Never mind. Others can just write. I can read. Wailing can just, say. Others, you can just write. What band do you want to give? And what can you see from this candidate?
5++, madam, for sure.
IC said 5.5. We have 5 plus. We have 5 plus. Okay, Wailing said 5+++. But we our the highest band score is 5 plus. But you are very good, huh? All of you, you are very good. 5 and above, very good. Yes, Vignesh says she has good elaboration. Yes, that's why. Okay, actually, this is a band 5 plus full mark. Okay, full mark candidate 5 plus. Okay, as a good elaboration. Actually, what is that, Vigneshwari? A good elaboration. Actually, they are still in good is, I can put good is in band 4. Band 4, she is actually excellent. Excellent, I mean, the ideas are sophisticated. She reads a lot. She reads a lot, and you see all the matured treatment is there. I mean, the points, the elaboration, the way she put in, and the way she put forward the points bravely. Okay, don't be nervous. Okay, so you must impress the examiner. Okay, so she addressed the task effectively. Here, effectively, with excellent development. That is 5 plus. Effectively, excellent development, development, and ideas as well. Ideas is good. Okay, everything is suits. Okay, who are these less fortunate? And then she has many examples which we can see that she reads a lot. You have to show that. Okay, don't be nervous. Okay, very fluent with occasional hesitation, speaks coherently using fully appropriate cohesion. You can see that, right? Connectors, her connectors are really suits the sentences. Okay, and shows excellent control of a wide range of grammatical forms as well. Okay, and also wide range of vocabulary. She used effectively. 5 plus is effectively. The effective is the word that you should have, those who want to get 5 plus. Okay, and yeah, intelligent and pronunciation is very clear. Okay, and no any noticeable errors, no errors, right? No any noticeable errors. Okay, in stress. Okay, she look at the stress. She stressed the points. She put, when she put forward, she stressed the particular sentences, so that the examiners, oh, okay, we have to listen in that way. Okay, all right. Okay, this is a very good example. But for the group discussion, we have our own candidates from your own college. Later, okay, they will present. I think only two candidates. I think Wei Ling said only two. It's okay, doesn't matter. From based on their, don't be worried. The two candidates should be, oh, I'm not this like this. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You just present. Who knows? You will get 5 plus 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 also.
Good
Okay.
morning, everyone.
Okay, so this is actually the
Hi,
example.
madam.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry for interrupting for a while. Latest update, we now have 4 members for the
Oh,
speaking simulation. So later we will conduct as per normal.
we have four.
Yeah, now we have 4.
Okay, never mind. Okay, actually for group discussion, we can just start off with that, because this is an example only. All of you can have a look at this later. I will share you these slides. Okay, very simple. Okay, so the first thing is I gave you the example of the demo of when 5 plus, it's important, and all of you said 5 plus plus, very good. Okay, you're good. All right. So these are the examples actually. So later you can just read. Okay. So Wailing, you can ask all the four candidates to be in the Conti. No problem. Okay. All right. While explaining these, you can just ask them to come in the Conti. No problem. Okay, Muhammad Shajuan, 5 plus plus plus, too many plus there. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so second, having this is, you can see this is the question. Okay. How, okay, this, oh, okay. Oh, I came out just now, right? That's why I couldn't use this. Okay. Since health is important, how does one keep oneself healthy? So, all right. So, exercising and having a balanced diet. Okay, so you can see here, I just explained to you because we can focus on the group discussion now. So this is your point. Don't talk too long in for your introduction. Don't say anything. You just straight away. So this is actually a very simple intro, but you can do it very fast as the candidate said just now. Okay, so this is your point. This is your elaboration and your examples here, and this is your justification as I told you. Okay, all right, the same thing, this is your point two. Okay, all right, elaboration, example, and you elaborate again your example and justification, and this is your conclusion that I told you. Conclusion, the overall conclusion for these both points. Okay, all right, are you clear, everyone? Okay, these are the examples of the questions. Okay, tips and tricks I give you later. Let's look at our candidates. Yeah, the four candidates. Their questions are about, oh, okay. Never mind. I just keep this with me. Um, Wei Ling? I think
Yes,
she's having problem with your line, huh?
a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
So, you wish to conduct the speaking session now, right, madam?
Yeah. I think I only conduct the group discussion because the individual
Oh,
I already, yes. I gave the example. So we don't waste time, right? So at least you know. The important thing is you have the height. Oh, okay. Who is that? La Lutfi? Aku Afika. Afika Liu Lutfi, yeah? Lutfir. Liu Atika Tianri. Okay.
okay.
Wait,
So,
wait, Wei Ling,
for
can you share the wait? You want me to share the question?
it's
Ah,
okay.
you
We'll share.
very
Yeah.
good. Okay, very good.
So, just a quick recap for everyone's information. We'll now move on to the speaking simulation. Okay, we have four members. Can we give them a little bit of time to set up their devices?
We want to see their face, right? Because we must know whether they bravely put forward their points or not.
Yeah, madam. In the meantime, I think maybe we can answer some of the questions
Yes.
with.
Okay. Yeah. You
Okay.
can ask any question if you have, dear students. If you have any question, just put forward. Don't worry. Don't worry. I can explain to you. Anyone?
So here's a question, madam. This person asks, how do we smoothly and naturally assist our teammate to develop idea in group discussion?
Where's the question? I couldn't
Uh,
see.
is the banner, but
Oh,
I
how do
think
we smoothly and naturally assist our teammate to develop idea in group discussion? Oh, you have to train actually, right? You guys. Okay, this is during examination, right? You want to show that you can really develop idea naturally, isn't it? So actually for this you have to do a lot of practices. Okay, so that because you already have, I think now you already have your index numbers, right? So what you do, what I'm doing in my class, I will ask all the students, together they will sit. But actually I did this long time ago. Do not wait for the index numbers as well. So what you do, you have to train with your okay, one more thing is past year's papers. Please check with your past year's papers. You try to discuss with your friends. I can understand because you guys are different because you have your own English lesson in your course, isn't it? It is different, right? Am I right? Do you have any Muet lesson in your timetable,
uh,
really?
we have English lessons, but it's
Ah,
conducted differently every class. Yeah, and maybe
yes.
different.
And do you train this in your class
Sometimes we will do practices for speaking, but
for
it's
speaking?
also
Yeah,
depending on the lecturers.
lecturers. Yeah, I know because for my brother lah those days. Now he's in third year. For him was he didn't nobody helped actually because maybe that is their style. So they actually do all the what is that the Muet revision everything they have to do by themselves. And he came here from Johor. He came to Perak to get my guidance only for 2 days, and he went back because he didn't have anything. But I think now some colleges they have. Okay, if it doesn't matter if you don't have. Okay, after 4, I think after 4 or after 5, your lesson ended at 4 or 5 something, right? Okay, you sit together with your friends and you have to do together. You have to train yourself. Who is your leader? So that you can see that we can see that usually private candidates have this problem because they do not know each others. So when they do not know each others, we really couldn't see the smooth the delivery of the ideas. We can see with the first or second candidate they will talk about their own point, and then they will just look at others. Please don't do that. It is actually um you are actually not only the particular candidate will lose the marks, everybody will lose the marks, because sometimes you feel that, hey, what to talk, and she didn't talk anything, and you have to, put forward a lot of opinions, so that is why. So my idea is sit together with your friends and with according to the candidates, the particular candidates in that group, do your training, and then yeah, you have to, train yourself actually. Okay, please do that. Okay.
Okay, so to sum a little bit, the solution to this question is to practice more with your group mates before the actual speaking exam. And then as time goes by, you'll be more fluent. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so looks like we have all four candidates already done their preparation.
Wow. Okay. All are in the room, huh?
Yeah. So allow
Ah.
before they start the simulation, allow me to read through the question first in case some of them have like certain connection issues and couldn't view the slides. Okay, so we'll get straight into the situation. Okay, the simulation given is like this. It is very important for students to choose the right career. In your group, discuss how universities can provide better career guidance for students. There are 5 prompts given. Okay, at the end of the discussion, try to decide the best way universities can provide better career guidance for students. Okay, so now let's invite the 4 candidates to conduct their own speaking session.
Wei Ling, can you, okay, others I think just can read the question. Can I see their faces? I think can. What about the others? Is it small for all of you? I think should be okay, right? Should be okay. This is this is this is candidate. I want this. Yeah. Okay. But the thing is, now we are not doing individual presentation, so we skip individual presentation because I already gave you the examples. Now we do group discussion. Can we? Because the questions, okay, I want to tell you, Wei Ling, show me the part one question. I mean, yeah, part one question. Just, yes. No, this is part two. Okay. Part one, candidate A. Okay, very good. Okay, part one, you see, everyone has different reasons when choosing a job. Okay, so for this particular candidate A, he has to talk about the location. Okay, candidate B. Okay, candidate B, the salary. Candidate C, the working hours. Candidate D, the facilities. Okay, so you can see here the main theme here is job application, something like how to say, this is actually under can be a social issue question, okay, choosing a job. Okay, social issue. Okay, all right, so okay, this is candidate sorry, this is part one. Move on to part two. Okay, the question. Okay, so you can see here, job application, right? So what about here? How can universities provide better career guidance for students? Okay, so it is very important for students to choose the right career. So there is a link actually, because just now the students, right, for the job application, what they should have, blah 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 blah. Okay, so they have the link, but the situation is differ. Okay, the situation is differ, and also the points all are different. Okay, all right, so you should know that. Okay, so the old syllabus, the questions for part two, I mean, those days we call that task one and task two. So task two, exactly same as task one, so they will discuss on task one again in a group, so it is very easy, but for your batch, I mean, for the new syllabus, it's totally different, the points are different. Okay, so that is why you have to read a lot. Okay, so and you focus on your situation here. Okay, so here, how can universities provide better career guidance for students? So there are five. Okay, there are five. So how many of you here in there are four candidates, right? How many of you want to get band 5? Wow. Liao, Liao, Kita paksa dia band 5. Okay. Alright. Okay. Band 10. Dia band 10. Okay. Alright. So if you want to get band 5, I have one important idea for you. You try to give one extra new point. Don't try. Give a new extra point apart from these 5 points. That is band 5. So it is not necessary. If you have extra one new point, you are in band 5. No. If you have extra point, you will be in band 5 if you elaborate that effectively, okay, with your explanation, with your examples, so definitely you will be in 5, band 5. Okay, apart from, because some weak students, or moderate students, sometimes they couldn't understand what is the points about, and they might read somewhere about this article, or about article about this question, so they wanted to use that particular point. Go ahead. Okay, but explain and give example. Okay, all right, no problem at all. Okay, that is one important point, because I think you guys can put forward a lot of points, and you have the language. Try to give a new point, no problem. Okay, but you must address with your cohesive devices, connectors. Okay, the point is, what is that? You just don't talk about your new point. Just say that, okay, I feel that, okay, this point and something like that, so that they know, oh, okay, this is a new point which we don't see here, and he can elaborate well. Okay, accept it. Okay, all right. Okay, shall we start with this group discussion? Anyone can start, not necessarily candidate A, anyone can be. That's why I said just now, the student said, right, maybe that particular student have some problems with candidates. I'm not sure, but I think that, because if you have 4 candidates, you feel that 1 or 2 candidates, they are very nervous and the contribution is not there. You feel like, you how to handle this. I know, I can understand, so that you have to always be with them, and you have to prepare, you have to train, and you have to choose your leader as well. Okay, the particular person is the candidate is really good enough, with the being a leader. Give that chance to that candidate, so that she knows how to lead the candidates, although they are very nervous. So you have to help them, prompt them to talk. Okay, all right. Okay, come, let's start. Hello, let's start. Who's the leader? Lutfi.
Um, uh, Good day, everyone. Okay. So, of course, it is important that students should choose the right career for themselves as it is suitable for them to succeed in life. But how can universities provide better career advice for these students? In my personal perspective, I think being present in relevant clubs can provide that guidance for students. This is because being in a club that has familiarity to you can be beneficial. For example, if you are someone who is interested in science or mathematics, then a club that provides aid in both subjects can probably help you gain this newfound interest that you probably have for your future career. For example, as a as a student, I am a I indulge English by a extreme extent and want to be an English teacher in the future. So recently I have joined the English club so that I can find I can I can find betterment in loving English and become a better educator for people who need English. Any other opinions we need to talk about?
I quite agree with your point. So I think that talks by professional will help university to provide better professional to talk out about one profession. They will explain the and to clearly that they want to know. So by having this profession, by having these professionals talking and explaining about the professions will actually add up more students to join better career. Uh, they set up a guide to join in university. So let's take an example here. Okay, I would like to take the example of this one profession called entomologist. Well, not every students know about it because it is mainly an underrated course. So by having professionals to actually talk about it, so they will have a visual image on that career, and they will be um, much enlightened in the career that they will choose in the future. I guess that's all from me. Anyone else want to add? Samuel?
Yes, I see eye to eye with you. The professionals can share their real time experience when they were the newbies, when they just stepped into their new job environment. Thus, the students can get enlightenments from their seniors, which are their professionals, and they can have further consideration whether they should pick up their dream job or not. Other than that, I think internship programs also provide the same way of guidance to students for them to have a better consideration on their future job. Do you agree with me?
Yes, I do agree that internship programs are beneficial for students to find their special career in the future. Internship programs can provide them information on what kind of courses there are going to be involved in when they're in university, and this will also affect their judgment on whether they want to take the course, or they will want to take the initial course that they wanted, or will want to take an alternative course as they feel like this internship program has provided a shift in movement with their decision making. Apart from internship programs, I personally concur that career guidance advisors can also provide better career advice for these students. With guidance advisors, um, they can they can assess us with our capabilities in academics, sports, and and our capabilities as a student and how it will factor into universities in the future. So, for example, let's say you want to become a doctor. I'm not sure which specific course any of these students would want to take, but I am sure that it will be in their interest. Career guidance advisors, they will probably enlighten them on what these courses can do, what they can provide in the future, and what kind of knowledge that can cure when they try to pursue it. Um, any other candidates who would like to talk about other points?
I also agree with you, Luffy. The career guidance advisor is better is university must provide to for student. But I think the most important thing is the university must provide professional courses because just because student can choose their interest courses like me I interest in science and like to be a engineering, so I can choose some if the university that provides more that professional courses I can choose this. And just like my auntie, there is a teacher of admin that she take courses math and university and become teacher now. So this is, I think this is most important. This important. University must provide for student professional courses.
Okay. All right. Okay. I could see all the presentation. Okay. Never mind. Okay. I will just explain based on your performance. Yeah. For before that, I have a question here. Do we from Damia? Do we have to say that it is ours, or just straight away say, oh, so you have a new point? No, no. Do not need to say that it is your new point. Do not need to say. Just go on. Just carry on. Only thing is the connectors should be there, so maybe but usually you wanted to straight away to talk about the point, right? No problem, just carry on. Okay, I had one boy last year. He is okay, you boy, you know. He is okay, you. He took form 6. He got band 4.5, you know. Okay, you, but band 4.5 is a Malay boy. But he likes English. He likes English, and he likes to, you know, put forward all new words. The examiner also told me after the exam, he told me he's actually under OKU, but he's really good. He said he's really good because he reads a lot and he likes to put new words. You know, he likes to give new points. So yeah, it's not, you just give as what you want to put forward. No problem. Okay. All right. You do not need to say that this is my new point, which is not here. No need to say that. Don't say that. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, Namia, I think you can understand what I say. Okay, so based on this, I can see here your line is breaking and some are freezing. Welcome. Damia, okay, freezing, yeah. So it's okay, it doesn't matter. Maybe if you are right in front of me, maybe I can hear clearly. But you guys are very good, very good. You have the language. Only thing is, like Tianri, you try to, you know, interrupt the candidates. And you know, Lutfi, he has many points, and you know, you guys are waiting for him to stop. If you feel that he's giving a lot of points and he's not stopping because you only have 12 points, you really need to pull forward. Never mind, you can interrupt. Just now, there are few bullet points there, right? For part 2, interrupting. Did you see that? You can interrupt your friends. Okay, no problem. If it is too long, okay, this is an example only, but I think Lutfi just nice for me. Maybe you can talk fast, Lutfi. Maybe you can talk a little bit fast only. All right, so maybe it is his own style. Very good. He has a lot of points. Everybody has your own points. Okay, maybe because that's solam bocor dah. Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. It's okay because we want the example, right? Okay, so Tianri, you have to, because for part two we will access you with these four items. Topic development, you are good. Everybody has your own topic. Interaction communication is a different point and marks for you. Interaction communication. So you cannot be, just wait for your friends for too long. You can interrupt. You have to interact, the communication, there. So maybe it's okay. That's why you have to sit with your friends, with your candidates. You can train yourself so that, and don't put all the points in one shot. You will have many points. You keep the points for you to argue for other candidates view. Okay, when you want to argue, you can keep the point. Okay, all right, keep the point. Okay, it's not your individual presentation, so don't give. So just now Tianri also gave 2 points. You touch on two. Don't touch on two for the first time. You just give one and elaborate. Another point keep for you to argue later, because you have 12 minutes, right? 12 minutes. That's why sometimes you will just, listen to your other friends because you don't have points, extra points. Keep the points. Okay, elaborate one by one. Argue, but I couldn't see the argument here. You have to argue. Okay, for example, Leo, I couldn't hear clearly. So let's say Leo choose what is the internship program. So others can argue. How could be it actually can help the career of the university students, actually like this, blah 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 blah. You bantah, bantah. Argue to bantah. Bantah. I couldn't see that here. You have language. That's why you have language. You can elaborate well. Tapi that how to say yang tak bantah tu I couldn't see. You like how to say just flow only. Dia tak nampak sangat that you like fight each other. You have to fight each other. Usually I will tell that to my student. Fight each other because you want marks. Okay, we want to give you marks because that is marks for your interactive communication. Kalau diam saja, we can't put you in a higher band for this point, for interactive communication. It's a different point, so we will award marks for topic development, interaction communication. Discourse management is the linking items, the contribution when you link with point with another point. That's why I said keep the point first. Then you use for other arguments. Okay, the final one is language. So we will accept for 4 items for part two. Okay, most of you they don't know, they will just give because they have language, they have content, they will just put forward everything and then be silent. Okay, wait for others to finish and then they will just, it's like it's a normal discussion. So you must have the fight in between you. Okay, I always tell that to my students. So at least when the examiner, when they see, okay, very good, a very good argument, okay, we want to say that. So when you have the 3 minutes time for you to prepare, try to write points. That is my own technique for my students. What I will tell them, you have 5 points. Definitely you will have, or out of 5 you will have 2 concrete points that you really want to, discuss with your friends. Okay, so other 2 or 3 points, write your arguments. Macam mana you nak bantah? What do you want to argue? Write in a mind map. Put forward. You just write that in your paper. They will give you a paper. Okay, of everybody you will have extra paper, and a question is normal paper. So you write your arguments there as well. Okay, arguments. Okay, all right. So it is easy for you, to argue your friend. And when they talk, listen carefully. Okay, you guys cannot write anything. Once you finish your preparation time, you have to put your pen down. Okay, you have to just listen to your friends for individual presentation as well as for part two. Okay, you cannot write anything. Okay, you have to just listen and reply or argue. Okay, all right. All right, Lutfi and Atika and Trendy, but all of you, you will get a very high band. I know that from your presentation, but you need practice. You need practice. That's all. But you're very good. Okay, so I think we have a few questions. You can be with me because we only have a few minutes, so I can answer the question. Will the timer be shown in the exam? No. How do we control on our time allocation? They have the bell there, so the examiner too, that will ring the bell, if you, okay, for individual presentation, you will have only 2 minutes. So once you have finished your 2 minutes of presentation, the examiner too will ring the bell. Don't worry. But don't be nervous when you hear the bell. You just finish off your last sentence, which is your conclusion. Okay, don't worry about that, because if they ring the bell and if you just stop in that way, no problem. We will award marks for you, whatever that you speak in that 2 minutes and also in that 12 minutes. Okay, don't worry. Marcus Wong, are you clear? Okay, any other question? What to do or say if we are suddenly stuck? Is this for individual? Okay, individual, if you, that's normal. I know stuck means you can't continue the point. You have the point, you start talking and suddenly you feel like, okay, for that, change your sentence. Okay, don't show that you stuck for, don't pause too long. You change the sentence in a simpler sentence. Don't worry, just change and then go on. Okay, don't show that you pause your, because some good students, they are not stuck. They pause for a while for them to think the word or the sentence. So change the sentence in a simpler way. Okay, don't show and don't pause too long. Okay, any other question? Any other question? Can we choose more than one idea to be the best option for conclusion? Can, no problem at all, because out of four, maybe three of them, three, okay, two can, no problem. Actually, we didn't encounter this, we have only one, or we don't have any conclusion. We had that. They don't have any conclusion, they just talk, because everybody has their own need. But the thing is, okay, you can just say that we chose these two. It's okay, doesn't matter. Can, no problem. Okay, we won't penalize for that. We don't, so far we only give you marks based on your content, your language, your interactive communication, and your cohesive devices. If you have 2 points, the best 2 points, deduct 2 marks, no such way, don't worry. Okay, any other question?
Hi, madam. I'm back.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Uh,
okay.
so thank you for answering all of our doubts. I think we will move on to the countdown for the session to end. Okay. In the meantime, so for
Okay.
the students who are watching, if you guys still have questions, faster type the question now. Okay. And then in the meantime, I think I have one question, madam. So you mentioned about maybe we can like we can present additional ideas during the group discussion. However, do you think that it is still applicable if we think we might be less fluent when we are trying to present like the outstanding idea?
Meaning that if you the new point,
Yeah, means
that
like
uh,
yeah, we have an idea. Like I have an idea, but I think if I want to express it on the spot, I might be less fluent. Do you think it's still a good idea for me to carry on to express
ye-
the so-called idea?
yeah, the new idea, but you feel that you don't have enough points to elaborate, right?
Yeah, true.
Then please don't do that. If you, yes, a new point, if you're really good enough to elaborate, then go on. If you feel that, okay, I have a point, but the thing is, I have less elaboration and no examples, don't do. Don't put forward that lah. Okay, all right. Can we talk with the teammates during the, no way, Tanish, Nathan, no, discussion, any discussion for 3 minutes of preparation. Same goes to two and also three. No discussion. Okay.
Okay, once again, thank you to Madam Savina. So we'll count down in 5 seconds. Five,
Wow. Okay, thank you. Good luck, dear students.
three, two, one. Okay, so with that, thank you so much to Madam Savina for all the valuable content
Thank
today.
you for inviting me. If you have any question, just message to Wei Ling, or you can personally message me and you can ask, and I will share all the notes and the past year's papers.
All right. Thank you, madam. So I'm confident that with the help of this workshop, all of us will be able to achieve our very best possible scores for the upcoming web speaking test. So thank you, Madam Savina, for your time and energy to help us develop a better performance later. Hopefully, we'll all be granted with band 5 plus 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 plus.
Wow, yes.
Yeah. So
Please
once
tell
again,
me
we thank.
your result in
All
January.
right. Once again, we thank everyone, including all of you who are watching this live. Okay, if you can fill in this attendance link for KMNS students. And thank you, everyone. This marks the end of our
Yeah. Dear,
meeting.
dear, one more thing is I have my YouTube link. There are many lessons for other skills as well. So I sent to Wei Ling. So Wei Ling passed to them.
All right, no problem.
Hmm.
Okay, so everyone, remember to follow
Okay.
Madam Savina's YouTube. Ben 555
Yes.
plus 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 in return. Okay, so thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you. Thank
madam.
you. Thank you for the
See
support.
you.
Okay, bye.